Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Informal giving you a new podcast edition. It is the 113 Mr. Informal podcast. I go by the name of Mr. Informal. I hope you are doing well today. I hope you are being safe. I hope you had a great Independence Day. Certainly, happy birthday, America. Happy birthday, USA. Happy Independence Day. Happy 4th of July, and so on. So certainly it's a great celebration. Not only that, it landed on a Saturday. That is great. So do not forget to add me on Instagram, MISTERINFORMAL, and then check out my website, mrinformal.com, MRINFORMAL.com. So this is what's on the menu for today. Number one, since the cases of the China virus is going up, many stores have to reclose, basically. Number two, lululemon workout machine, or should I say workout mirror. Number three, Gap and Kanye West is collaborating for a new collection. Last but not least, Takashi Murakami's company is going bankrupt, which is interesting. If you don't know who it is, he's a very famous artist. Very famous. And so those are the four topics for today on this 113 Mr. Informal podcast. And so let's go ahead and start it. On the first topic from article retaildive.com, the not so grand reopening of retail as COVID-19 cases spikes in the areas of the US. Some stores are reclosing while others struggle to enforce safety precautions. As governors relaxed stay-at-home orders and people ventured out in recent days, the number of new reported cases of COVID has surged again, reaching a single-day record on Sunday. According to the WHO, before January 20 and July 1 of this year, there have been 2.5 million confirmed cases of COVID-19 and 126,000 deaths in the US, according to WHO. Retailers last month jumped at the chance to reopen. On the last day of April, for example, Macy's announced a staggering plan to reopen the majority of its 775 stores in 6 to 8 weeks, starting 68 on May 4 toward the end of the month. So, not only that, such actions led to partial retail sales recovery in May, most likely Memorial Day, from devastating April, demonstrating the power of brick and mortar. The retail sector's track a retail dive together saw sales rise 28.2% month to month. As reopening most of its stores, for example, Apple closed 7 in Texas, along with several in Florida and some in Arizona and the Carolinas, or at least 10% of its stores. Unbelievable. So, look, I'll be honest with you, okay? I already know that the confirmed or reports of people who have it is low. There are many people out there that are scared to take a test. They don't want to know if they have it or not. Also, there are people out there who may have it but are not spreading the disease. They may be, I forgot the term for it, asymptomatic or something like that. Well, in any case, look, and let's not forget about the protest. I'm not even gonna blame this on the retail. Look, don't get me wrong. I'll partially blame this on people just going to the mall or going to the stores. Well, of course, if you have people cooped in for 3 months, they want to go out. You can't blame them. But as a matter of fact, that I will also the majority of this will be blamed on the protesters. I actually think the protesters did way too much damage on this, and so here we are again, and people are not going back to work because, well, stores are reclosing. They're going back, even with the safety precautions. Look, I've said it time and time again that I think that we should all help our hospitals, back them up with all the supplies needed. Not only that, get more nurses, but it seems like that's not the plan. And so, Later on, the article says while the pandemic is surging across the U.S., some areas are faring worse than others, with more cases reported in areas that reopened earlier. Cities like New York and elsewhere in the Northeast that enforce lockdowns for longer periods are seeing decreases in reported cases, hospitalizations, and deaths. In contrast to the surge over the weekend. See, I don't. You see, and not only that, this article shows WHO, which no one really trusts anymore. But look, in any case, I understand why they want to reclose, but I also don't like the fact that people just do not understand. Also, our officials just do not understand the situations, meaning they don't see the actual impact of this. If you're gonna tell us to lock down, okay, lock down, but what about the protesters? Why are they not locked down? And not only that, people are going to grocery stores. Again, I actually think that people did get infected in grocery stores. They're just not reporting things right. Again, the reports are so all over the place, but just going back to retail sectors and fashion alone, yeah, this is just bad. This is absolutely not good. Moving on to the second article from retaildive.com, Lululemon snaps up at home workout platform Mirror for $500 million. Lululemon on Monday announced a definitive agreement to acquire at-home fitness company Mirror for $500. Mirror will operate as a standalone company within Lululemon, with Bryn Putnam staying on as its CEO, according to the company press release. The athletic retailer said he will pay for Mirror with over $800 million in cash. Wow. Its existing $400 million revolving credit facility and new 1-year $300 million revolving credit facility. Lululemon last year joined a $34 million investment round into the startup, which was founded in 2018. Lululemon global ambassadors began contributing sweat and meditation classes to the Mirror platform, and that will continue in the effort to bring new customers to both, Lululemon said Monday. Wow. So check this out, right? So Lululemon decides to invest in a workout mirror. Basically, I wouldn't say it's a mirror. It's basically like a rectangular TV screen. But go ahead. I guess it hangs like a mirror. Not only that, if the workout plan that you are following, it could be a person who's wearing Lululemon, most likely you will end up buying Lululemon items. Heck, you never know. What if you could get Lululemon might give you a discount just by buying a mirror or being influenced by the mirror or the people in the mirror. So I get this. I get this investment. Since Lululemon is more of a leisure wear or workout wear, whatever you want to call it, and they're investing in workout tech, this makes absolute sense. Not only that, it also shows that if you're investing in this kind of tech in a pandemic, people are going to take notice. People are going to say, well, since the gym is closed, I'm just going to buy this and work out with this. I don't need YouTube. I don't need total body fitness. I don't need no gym. I just do it. I have my gym now by buying this. A home gym. Aerobics, cardio, plyometrics. Regular workout. Or your monkey see, monkey do type workout. One of those. Now, do I believe that this will be successful? I think so. I'm hoping it does, because I think that more people should be exercising, especially in this pandemic. As you know, when there's a lot of people out there who gain a lot of weight during this pandemic, and it's horrific. It's ridiculous. I think people just need to eat right. But in any case, I like this investment because the idea of it working out for Lululemon. Not only that, yes, it may run independent, but Lululemon is going to integrate their items in there. Heck, they might show ads, Lululemon ads. I mean, that makes sense, but hopefully that's it, nothing more. But because I wouldn't want to see ads while I'm working out. But I can see this being successful. there hasn't been a workout gym as successful as Bowflex. I always think that Bowflex was the truth. And I still think it is. But Bowflex just didn't have the clothing. But in this case, I actually think that Lululemon is going to do good. So we'll see. I'm hoping it becomes successful for Lululemon and hopefully their investment pays off. And I also think that this should be successful since this is at home fitness. Think of all the moms that are staying home and working out. Think about that. They don't need to go to the gym while they're taking care of the kids. They're just at home. That's a huge, huge market. So this is all over the place, this third topic. So Gap has announced collaboration with Kanye. So as you know that Gap is not doing so well, they might file for bankruptcy. If they haven't, then if they have, then I'm not surprised. Not only that, it was announced this past week that they are collaborating, but the partnership will only be for I guess modern classic collection. That is I'm paraphrasing, but that is the theme. It is modern classic, or it's a new take on classic, and certainly Kanye West will be the creative director of the collection or the collaboration. So it is going to be interesting. So it's basics for men, women, and kids at accessible price point. That is what Gap said. So it's pretty obvious. It's gonna be simple stuff, right? Now, what about the cost? Now, it's probably gonna be around Gap cost, Gap prices. But you see, I'm not even concerned about that. But here's the thing: what I'm concerned about. Long lines and resellers. You know there's going to be resellers that are just going to resell this thing to the max. Not only that, since this is Gap prices, there's going to be long lines. Long lines. And don't be surprised if you suddenly see in social media, oh, I got Gap Kanye. Oh, I got Gap Kanye. I'm wearing Gap Kanye. Oh man, it's gonna be all over the place. It's probably gonna be trending when it's released. And then you know what? There's even gonna be people selling the shopping bag for it. Oh, we're gonna resell the shopping bag. Shopping bag, Gopping Kanye. So it's gonna be interesting. I'm not going to be totally shocked and surprised by the collection because it's just modern basics. It's not gonna be anything that is groundbreaking or revolutionary. Again, it's modern basics. I won't be inspired, certainly, because it's modern basics. So there's really not much to tell, but certainly what happened with this announcement is actually surged Gap's stocks. So it went up. The power of Kanye West. You can't be mad at the guy. He's making that money. He got the recognition he's getting. He's famous. So there's no doubt about the work that he went through, or he's been through, and the kind of work he does. And for Gap, what does this do for Gap? It gives marketing to the max. Notoriety, articles. The articles, they're gonna be trending in Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. It's gonna make Gap a lot of money. But what about for Kanye West? Well, Kanye West is probably gonna get a lot of money too. But I think Gap is benefiting more than Kanye. But I wonder how much Gap is actually paying Kanye to do this. Gap has the factory, the cachet. Kanye has the bigger cachet, but he may not have the factory. So we'll see. And so, Gap is just gonna benefit from this more than Kanye. So going to the art world, hypebeast.com article. Takashi Murakami reveals company faces bankruptcy amid COVID-19. Also discussing the cancellation of his sci-fi feature film Jellyfish Eye Part 2 in an emotional video. So this was the Instagram that it says, This spring, I streamed a series of cooking show of a sort of an Instagram live. I'm sure those who watch them were utterly confused, but I was trying to buy my own thoroughly sunken feelings through these streamings. With the sudden swoop of COVID-19 pandemic, my company faced bankruptcy, and I had to give up a number of projects, and the most symbolic of which being production of sci-fi feature film Jellyfish Eye Part 2. For 9 long years, I have persevered. It was a film that was realized my childish dreams, the enormous budget I poured into this project, as well as my tenacious persistence, but the constant and tremendous stress of my company's operation for the past 9 years. At the same time, I was able to endure various hardship because I had this project. So I don't know how many episodes this series will end up being, but a series it will be. Please to come along with me on this journey for a little while. Now that the most important paragraph there is, faced with the current predicament, however, I was persuaded by both my business consultant and tax attorney that I must try to drastically reduce our business tax by filing the film's production costs at tax-exempt expenditure. To that end, I'm going to produce and release a series of videos to publicly announce the discontinuation of the film's production. Well, all I have to say is, number one, anytime you get Takashi Murakami collaboration, they're always expensive. Limited release. Number two, I love his art. There's no doubt about his art is absolutely grand, gorgeous, beautiful, all kinds of pretty words you can describe his art. But certainly his artwork, the prints, is expensive. The toys, the pillow, the sunflower, colorful sunflower rainbow is also expensive. Again, limited release. And so as you can tell, not a lot of people are buying his items because they're just over the top expensive. But the most important thing that I had to ask myself is, you are famous, known by many artists, rappers, pop singers, country music, rockers, on and on. Known, very famous in the art world, very known, seen in different exhibit from LA, New York, Japan, Europe, Paris, everywhere. A lot of followers, Instagram, Twitter, so on. And I cannot believe you're facing bankruptcy. So this tells me that there's probably a mismanagement of finances here. And I'm not gonna defend him, because I actually think that he needs to check his accountants. Maybe he needs to check his lawyer, what's going on here. So certainly there's probably a mismanagement of finance. And look, in the end, what he needs to do better is just sell his items at a reasonable price. He doesn't sell much prints, he doesn't sell much toys, and when he does, it's crazy expensive. It's not even widely available. You can't buy it much. So it takes 9 years. Really, 9 years? It's absolutely ridiculous. But again, hopefully artists could learn from this. I'm certainly learning from this, because it just tells me that, man, if I want to make money and actually have backup and actually have savings, then I got to do this and that. Meaning, if I'm an artist, yeah, I sell more prints, I sell more collaboration. Is that gonna dilute my product? But yeah, sure. But that's how I stay alive. But look at Cause. Cause been selling his stuff for a reasonable price, and it doesn't seem like he's bankrupt during these times. So why is Takashi Murakami suddenly bankrupt? Let's not forget that this is the same guy who actually animated Kanye West and Kid Cudi's Kids See Ghost show. Not only that, he actually designed the Kids See Ghost album. So you're telling me that you're bankrupt? Really? That's absolutely ridiculous. Hopefully people would learn from this, and certainly he learns from this. And so that basically concludes this Mr. Informal Podcast 113. I hope you learned something today. I wish you gain some insights. And so, I will see you on the next one. Again, do not forget to add me on Instagram, MISTERINFORMAL. And then check out my website, mrinformal.com, MRINFORMAL.com. And check out the products, please. I will see you in the next podcast. Bye-bye.